Hello, I'm Roshé, the makeup artist for Video Hair Magazine. Over the next few weeks, we'll demonstrate many beauty tips that will help you enhance your personal style. Today, I'll demonstrate a smoky eye. First, I'll apply shadow base to the entire lid. This will help to hold the shadow in place, prevent creasing and fading, and also help the color to pop. You want this application to be thin and even so that there are no demarcation lines within your shadow. A very thin application is recommended. Next, I'll set it with a little translucent powder so that my shadow will glide easily. The first shade I'll apply will be a dark gray to the inner corner of the eye. This will be a slight twist to the typical smoky eye because it'll have a little bit of a brighter shade on the inside. So I'll blend the edges of this color so that the transition will be smooth when I add the next shade. The next color I'll add will be the black, which will contour the outside corner of her eye and give that smoky effect. Blending is of the essence with this because you want to make sure that all the colors gently blend into one another. The darker the color, the smokier the eye. As I apply this, I'm being sure to blend the edges so that there's always a smooth transition within all the colors that are applied. Lastly, I'll apply a base highlight color to the lid under the brow. This color will be non-frosted on purpose because the color that I have on the inside corner of the eye has a shine to it, so we don't want the entire eye to have a sheen. Always be sure to watch your blending. You can always go back with your color to be sure that you've applied enough shade to give that effect that you desire. So I'll go back with a little bit more of the gray because we want this to be very intense. Always making sure to blend along the way. Add a little bit more to the outside corner to give it a little bit more of a smoky effect. And now we'll move forward to liner. I have my model look all the way up to the ceiling. We're going to gently line the eye underneath the lash line. And for this particular look, we're going to go all the way over, but typically we'd only go halfway. But for the effect that we need, we want the entire line to be across the eye. Once we get that applied, we're going to go back and smudge it so that it doesn't really look like a line, but a smoky effect under the eye area. Again, the darker the line, the smokier the eye. Next, I'll apply liquid liner to the top. The liquid liner gives a more dramatic look, which is why I choose this type of liner for the top of the eye. I'm going to gently line this all the way across the top and end in a nice point with a little bit of an upward twist to the end. Be sure that your liner starts very gradually at the beginning of the lash so that it looks like a natural line. Lastly, I'll apply a lash to this eye because we want this to be a very dramatic look, and that will finish this eye. When you apply the lash, you want a very thin strip of glue right across the base of the lash. This is going to be applied as close to the base of the lashes as possible so that you have a natural flow. Open and look down for me. Look down towards your lap. You're going to press this in so that the glue sets onto the lid. And then lastly, once the glue is completely set, we'll go back over it just a tad with the black liner just to finish the eye. And when we come back, you'll see the finished look. So now we'll recap. Initially on the entire lid, I applied a shadow base. We set that with translucent powder. On the inside corner of the eye, we used a dark smoky gray. The outside corner, we contoured with a dark black. Make sure those colors gently blend into one another. We used a soft matte beige underneath the brow bone. We lined underneath with black liner and smudged that with a small brush. We lined the top of the eye with a black liquid liner for intensity, and then follow with the lash. That will be the entire look for the smoky eye. Next week we'll do Luscious Lips here on Video Hair Magazine.